In this video, we'll continue on how to solve the question B, okay, based on tutorial inheritance. So question B, you need to complete the Java application based on the following tasks. The first one, you need to declare an array of 10 terrace objects. So that means you need to declare an array. So the terrace object, you must create an array and it contains 10 objects. So 10 index of array. Number 2, read and store all the data into the object. So that means you need to read, you must able to read and then store all the data into the objects that you have created in one. Okay, this one store in this object. Number 3, count and display the information of the none for double story corner lots. So that means you need to count how many of the none or how many of people that ran for the double story and corner lot. Number 4, display the total rent of the company should collect 4 months. So based on the monthly, how many ringgit that the company able to collect. So this one. And the last one, display the type of house rented by the tenant name Aziz bin Desa. So that means when you key in your data, you must key in Aziz bin Desa. In order to identify this one, so you need to capture the value of string Aziz bin Desa at the last part. So the proper solution, okay, you must use import java.util.scanner because you need to get the data from the user. So the first part, you need to create class house of application. So house application. So I call this part as the public class house app. You can name it in whatever you want. Okay, and then under this class, you must have the main method. So the main method means you call everything based on this class. So under the main method, you must have data value, name, IC, address, type, lot status, and corner lot. This one based on the question. Okay, and then integer for count because we need to count number of user that use double story and corner lot, and then we declare rental monthly as a double. So this one is the price that we want to display or calculate later on. So at the first, you need to declare scanner input, new scanner system in. So this one is the input from the user. And then based on the question, the first one, you need to declare an array with 10 objects. Okay, so this one, you put terrace. This one is an array. This one is your object. This one is new terrace. The question asks for 10 objects, so you put 10. So this one is 1 mark. Okay, for example, for this question. Okay, the next part, you need to read and store the data into the object, right? So you can use the for loop because you have 10 objects. You have 10 tenant or 10 people rent your houses. So you need to using loop in order to let key in for 10 users. So you need to declare integer I equal to 0, I less than your object length, which is less than 10, and then I plus plus. So this one is increment 0 and then increment to 1 until it increment to 10. Okay. So the system will ask for the tenant names. So you can key in the names and then assign the name into name, variable name. So the variable name will hold the value of tenant's name. And then after tenant name, you ask for the IC numbers, and then you ask for the address, and then you ask for the type of house, either single story or double story. And then at this point, you ask for the corner lot, either yes or no. Okay, this one for status of lot status. You need to know the status, either it is a lot corner or not. Okay, the next point, if the lot status equal to yes, so that's mean the corner lot is true. So you assign true to the corner lot, so status corner lot is true. Else corner lot is false, equal to false. So, and then this one is storing your data into the object. So TERR in bracket I, so I here equal to 0, equal to the new terrace name. This one you call you create an object of the terrace, so you put name, IC, add, type, and corner lot. Okay, actually this one we call back the constructed that we have created before. Okay, based on this question. Okay, this one is the constructor that you created: name, IC, address, type, and boolean corner, and boolean for the corner lot. So you call this constructor in order to create an object. So under this part, you will store the data into the object. So this process for loop will be looping until 10 of the none being key in. So after you key in all the data, what happened? You need to print out the information of the tenan for double story corners. Okay, this one based on the question. After you read and store all the data, you need to count and display the information of tenan for double story corner lot. So for number 3, you need to do another looping based on the object that have you created in order to identify the type of house which is referred to double story, and the status of lot is corner lot. So you use another loop here for loop, and then this one is the condition. If the object get type, this one get type based on the previous coding, get the type. If the type is equal, ignore keys, double story, you can use equals or you can use ignore keys. Okay, get the type. This is to identify either it is double story or not, and the object dot get the lot status to identify either it is corner lot or not. So if the type is double story and the corner lot is true, so the system will print out the tenan names. Okay, the tenan name, the tenan IC number, the tenan address, and then count will be plus plus. And this one will be looping until 10. It will check one by one based on the index number from 0 until 9. Okay, the next part, you need to calculate the monthly collected by the company. So based on that part, system out print monthly rental. So this one is for the monthly rental. Okay, this one to display number of tenants that rent double story and corner lot. Okay, for monthly rental, you need to use the for loop again. Okay, so rental equal to rental monthly plus your object dot calculate rental. This one you call based on the calculate method that you have created in order to identify either the price is 2,000, 1,500, 3,000 or 2,500, and then you will total up everything, and then at this point you can display the total amount of money that being collected by the company. And then the last part, you need to identify the data type of house that being rented by your tenant called Aziz. Okay, for example here, by Aziz bin Desa, right? Okay, so this one you can put Aziz bin Disa. So under this part, it will check either the tanda name is Aziz bin Disa or not. So if yes, it will display the information regarding the type of a house. Okay, so that's all for this tutorial. Okay, this one you can ignore. Okay, this part you can ignore. That's all.